Hello everyone, welcome to the Linux lab. And today I plan for you a new topic. A new topic is the Linux new filter. The filter is WC filter, right? We will use the WC filter today and try to do the maximum practice based on the WC filter. Okay, and with that filter, maybe we will use some other commands which will be important to solve the task. And we will see what commands we can use it. Okay, so first of all, what is this WC? WC is the name is the word count, the mean word count. So it is very important to know what is this actually. So in the text or in the file, this is important to use the WC command. It is a command and filter as well. Why we call the filter? Because it can help us to give some data or lines or row what based on our choices. So in my previous labs, we discuss about other filters, example, SED, awk filter, and cut filter, grep filter, right? So WC is also important. So main topic is to use the WC filter in the Linux operating system. So the basically it is showing the word count. This is the name actually, but it can help to count the line of the file. If you want to count the words, it can count the characters, okay, and example bytes. So and there are more options can use it. Okay, so today I try to use this one. So first of all, you can give the command WC with man. So man is a manual. So can you see in manual, you can also read out the main synopsis of this command. So it can print a new line, word, byte, count, etc. And it is a manual and there are a lot of options here. Example, if you use a W, it can count the words, L for lines, M for characters. So this is actually tutorial. You can read out very easily. Okay, but I try to take a example. I created a example file here. Let's see we have this file. I think this is a good example, which already I have this file. So now I want to make some operations on this file. Okay, so you can see this file is for any student. There are some name, age, or gender, marks, and some student records, which is already there. We put it right. So now let's try to start our practice in this lab. My focus will be on the WC. So first of all, how to print the number of line of a file. So you can see how many lines are there, how we can count. So very easy, you can use WC and then you please give the switch L. So now can you see it will give you the total number of lines in the file. Okay, in the real life you can have thousands of lines, you cannot count it. So if you want to count it, use the short command WCL. And okay, now you want to print, you want to give the lines string like a total number of lines. So here you can give a command echo. You know, echo is a print command. So echo will print a string here. So example here, you can write here, please put this whole command. First of all, this backtick. Okay, please put in the backtick and then after close it here. And now you can give here total lines here. Okay, so now I think it is okay. Now can you see the total number of lines? It will be printed in front of you. So the total lines of the file are 5. Okay, so what is this? This is called the like a command substitute. So I combined both commands. First command is printing the file and second command will print the number of line and it is together. Okay, and now here this is a like a string here which can print it here. So the joint command looks like this. Okay, try to understand. So similarly, what you can do, you can example, you can count next task example, try to count the number of words here. So you just change the W. W mean to say the words. Okay. How many words are there? Can you see right now? It shows again the 5 words, but you please see here in your input file, we have no 5 words. There are more words. Okay. Because this is a word, this is word, this is word. Can you see? So we have to count these words, but it is true line are 5, but words are not 5. Because why? The problem is this this WC command is just having this problem with this separator here right now. So because it works with the spaces, but here we have no space. We are working with the separator always. So idea is to be what we can do here. We have to use a some other syntax here. Example, first of all, it cannot work directly with the WC command. Idea is to use one more command. So I will use a important command, that is the translation command. I will use it. Okay. So what I can use here. So first of all, I can write here example total words, right? This is total words. Now I will use a important command, that is the tr command. So please put here in the backtick. Okay, which command? tr command. Tr command is the translation or convert command. So it can convert example comma to the spaces, because here it is a comma. I want to change into the spaces here. So this is a comma, right? So please see, after tr command we give the source. This is a source. What I want to change? Comma, right? That is a separator. And where I want to change? Under the space here. Okay, can you see right now? This is a space, I put it here. So this comma will be changed into the spaces, right? So this command will do, but it will take the value from which file? The student file, student.txt. Please see, this symbol will take the input value. This is a input redirection operator. If you remember, we discussed in my previous labs, please have a look. So it will have the data from this file. Okay. Now you see this whole syntax is what is the meaning of that? That means it is taking a value, which value? It is looking for the separator only in the file and changing into the spaces. Okay. And then after, we can use wc hyphen w, w for words. Okay. Now I can see the right result actually. Now please have a look in this whole file. The total number of words, you will see the 20. Okay, you can count it, but there is no need. It is okay. Then you can count it. So this is a good syntax here, right? So that's why I'm telling you. That's why I use some other command, that is the tr command. So I'm also going to cover a short part of the tr command here. There is the translation here. Okay, so this way you can use the translation command very easily. Now, let's see what we can use here more. There is one more switch example. Previously, we just count the number of lines here. It was 5. Okay, but how many characters are there? First of all, you will see here. This is our file. And now you can use M switch. M used for the characters. Cats. How many characters are there in the file? You can find 84 character in this file. Okay, so similarly, you can check the bytes, because bytes related to the size. So for byte, you cannot use B, you can use I think C here. Okay, so C switch used for the total number of bytes here. So you can change this bytes. Obviously, in the Linux system, it will be the same. So one character space has 1 byte. So that's why the answer is the same. Okay, that means the character and bytes are almost the same in the Linux operating system here. Okay, so this way you can easily, guys, print out the number of character and number of bytes very easily. Okay, now let's try to do some more task example. Try to count the words in the specific column. So example, uh, under this column, under this column, or under this column, this is your choice. Okay, so here I will take the example of suppose first column. So how we can do that? First of all, let's try to print it. So what I want to do here, so first of all, I will use here. First of all, what I will use, so I will just print first the file here, example student here, then I will use the pipe. I will send into the pipe. Now, how we can do that? Because I told you, if you remember, last time I use a cut command. So cut command is very important, filter or command as well, you can see. And I can use a D. D is a delimiter here. And I want to work for the separator because here you can see this one. So now what will happen? Then after cut delimiter, I have to focus on the column. Which column? Age, gender, or marks. So example, name or whatever. So you can give the F1. What is F1? F mean to say field here. Can you see? Name field will come in front of you. Now age field will come. You can check very easily. So guys, you can easily extract the column which you want to use in your work. Okay. So can you see right now? I'm going to show you, right? Okay, so easily I am going to use it, but now the task is solved almost. WC hyphen, what you want to count words. Okay, you can use the W here. So now you can see how many words in that column here. Can you see right now? You can find out 5 words are there. Okay, and if you want to give your own string, you can use a echo or easily you can print it very easily. Okay, so this is the way you can use cut filter together with the uh, WC all. Okay, so now let's try to do example now. So suppose you want to remove the header. How you can remove the header? So you, because the name is a header here, looks like a, so practically there are 4 words, 4 names. How many students names? 4, right? So here, how we can use it? So first of all, you can use a tail command here. So there are 2 commands, head and tail. So I will use now tail command. Tail command will print the lower portion of the file. These are the lower data, right? So how many lines? 4. So if you want to print a lines, the syntax is n actually, but n is 4 here. So the meaning is I can print the last 4 lines. Okay. And after then I can use W. Now, can you see right now? So that means it will just print the number of words in the specific column, right? Here, we can give the as well. This is nice here, I think. This is good now. This is also okay. Or you can also change it with the value. This is no problem. I think you can try here tail 4. Okay. So this way you can guys easily print your choice lines with the help of tail command. Okay, so similarly, if you give the head here, let's try to see what will happen here. Only 1, because head 1, it will give you the only this, it will select this one. Okay, so that's why the value answer is 1. So only 1 word is there. Okay, so this is the way you can do it very easily. Now let's try to change it here. So it will select the whole first line and it will take out only the 1 word because it is not working with this comma here, right? So you can do it. So guys, I hope you can get it. So this way you can count the number of words based on your choice. Okay, so head and tail we can use very easily. Okay, now try to count the character under the age field. Under the age field, right? Try to find out the characters here. Okay, so obviously you will go to, first of all, go to which field? This field. Okay, so what you can do here, you will just use the which for character I told you will use the M for character. Can you see right now? Here we have a 16 character here under this age, this column. Now you can try to count it here under this age. Okay, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11. 10, 11. Okay, but this is not okay. Answer is 16 because it is adding this next line. Next line. Okay, try to counter here. So that means how many next line that like enter. Okay, so there should be example here plus 5. That's why answer is 16. So 11 are the characters and 5 are the new line, next line. That's why you can see the character. Okay, but this is not a good answer. Answer is you have to print the real character. How we can print the real character? We will use one more command which I used previously. So tr command I would like to use again here. So I can ask my system, my command package, which command? Tr command. Tr is again a translation, but tr command we have a couple of switches. I'm not discussing right now, which is important. D. So D is important to delete. So what I want to remove slash n. Slash n is this one. I want to remove this. Okay, I don't care how many, just a tr command will do for it. Okay, so slash n will be removed very easily. Now you will see the real result will come in front of you. Okay, so this is the real and accurate result. Find out the number of character under the specific column. Okay, so similarly, you can go for any other column here, example 3, and you will see 20 characters, and 3 is gender. Okay, so similarly, you can go with the last column. The last column is the marks. Okay, so 13 characters, so it can count for you. So guys, I hope you can get it. This way you can do it. Okay, now let's try to do one more task here. So example, count the, let's see, count the length of each row. Example here, what is the length of each row? Can you see here? We have a couple of rows. So how we can count the length of each row? Because you can use it very easily. Example, the simple way is to use the head one. So it will give me the first line. Can you see? This is second line. So first way, the very easy way, you can do one by one. This is your choices. Okay. And then after example, you can give the which command wc -m. So -m, sorry, -l, L mean to say number of lines here. Okay. You can see very easily the count of the length of the each row actually here, but it will give you the actual number of lines here. Right. But if you want to use it, you can use the M switch here. Length you can count by the character or maybe by the bytes here. If you want to use a bytes, because almost the same I told you in the beginning. So 22. So it will count how many lines? 1. It is true, but this will count the actual size in terms of character. Okay, and it will count that size in terms of byte. Okay, only which line? First line here. If you want to go with the second line, you will use -2. Okay, and you want to check the character size 38. So right, so you can do it, but again the problem will come because this is not a right value, because this is not a right value because it will count again the spaces. So if you will see here, you can count the size here. So next line will be embedded here. So it is including not the spaces in the next line. So idea is to be remove it. So example here, head to. Now you will see here, you please use the tr command. Tr command with which option? D option. Okay. And /n should be removed before counting. Now this is the right answer, right? So try to see. This is a good one. I hope you can get it. So this way you can easily count the length of the each line or row very easily. Apart from it, if you remember last week we used the oak filter. You can also try the oak filter very easily. So oak filter is very easy to use. Please go to my some last labs and you can do it very easily. And here you can use a which print command here. So you want to print and call a one function length. You can use a length here. So length for the whole line. And here give the file. This is very professional way to do that. This is the traditional way. You can try it, but in awk is very important. You can see this will give you the each line length. Can you see right now? So which now you can see which line is a greatest line, which is a biggest line here. The first line is very biggest line. So if someone will tell you that which one is the biggest line, so you can use very easily and give the head to them and give them this is the biggest line here. Okay, and it will solve the answer. If someone will tell you that which one is the lowest line, you can give this line very easily. So how you can give this line here? So first of all, example, you will print first three column here, three lines here. Okay, but here you can see this is size 13. Okay, this is a size. So now example, you will see 3. So can you see first 3 lines will be printed. Now I will go to the last line with -1. So guys, this is the lowest size of the line, and this was the biggest size of the line. Now try to see how I try to handle to solve the task very easily. Okay, so guys, this way you can use this filter very easily in the Linux system. Okay, so this is important to use it, and you can use very easily such a practicing easily. Okay, now you can also try with I think this cat command here. Now you can try it here. Okay, and here you can use a wc-l switch here. Now it will give you the very short message answer. This is the size which I show you previously here with the awk filter here. This one, can you see? So awk can help for giving the line which has the maximum size, and same the wc command with l option can give you that message very easily. The same answer you can see 21 and 20. Okay, so you can get very easily. Now if you want to use that example here, this will give you the size of the biggest line here. Okay, and so this is actually a plan for your practicing, and let's try to see if what we can do here. So today what I try to use in the practicing today, this is we just printed out the number of lines, we just printed out then total number of words, then we printed out the number of the characters and bytes, and total number of lines after removing some header, and we try to count operations on the columns, characters, numbers of voice. Okay, and we also use some switches which I show you, which solve all the task. Okay, L for the line count, C for the character, M for the bytes, W for the words, capital L for the biggest line. So TR also we use, if you remember, which will change the comma to spaces, and also remove the next line character. So we also use the cut command with delimiter. Okay, so we also use a tail command. SCD command you can also try. If you want to use SCD command, it is also possible. And we also use the awk filter as well. Okay, so this practice will help you to solve such a task very easily, and you can do that very easily. Okay, so thank you very much, and you can do the practice like this, and see you in my next live with some new topic. And till then, take care and have a nice day. Thank you. Bye bye.